Yes, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and to thank you for sparing your time to come for this first press conference for the Teso Entertainment Awards 2024 edition, and to thank the media personalities available, and to thank the bloggers, and to thank the influencers and all the guests. It's actually a great pleasure to be here once again after a long time. The last time we had the press, the Teso Entertainment Awards press conference was some good time ago. That, of course, we all remember. But finally, God has actually made it great again, and we're here to have a briefing on the upcoming Teso Entertainment Awards 2024 edition. This year's edition is going to be held at Hyde Park as usual, and it's going to be in November. That's the 2nd of November 2024, and I think it's going to be the first weekend of November. We're actually happy to announce that this year's awards will not only celebrate the vibrant kind of a talent from Teso region, but will also embrace the rich musical kind of a heritage of other regions that we're going to bring on board, and that is the Karamoja sub-region. Of course, we know we have a connection with the Karamoja Ateker, and we are going to be having some slots for our uncles as well. For the first time, Karamoja will be included as part of the Ateker, expanding our celebration of our creativity and talent across these two regions, that is Teso and Karamoja. In line with the existing kind of a development, we are introducing also new categories this year, right, in this edition for Teso and also Karamoja. One of the categories that we're going to introduce or to add on our list is the best influencer of the year. We know they do a lot of, as in a good kind of a role when it comes to marketing our entertainment industry, and we feel it is good also to bring them on board and appreciate them for the good work that they are doing. Besides that, also we're introducing a category that is the best promoter of the year, and here we're looking at personalities who are going actually to also be nominated and also to be voted for, depending on how they are going to be performing. We also introducing the best song for Karamoja, a sub-region, which will cover both a gender, that is male and female. Then we'll also have the best artist of the year from Karamoja. And then also we have another exciting category that I want to bring to the attention of the public, and that is the best edutainment category. Now, in this category, we are partnering with the Public Affairs Center Uganda, that is PAC, an NGO that's based here in Soroti. And when I talked to the director about this initiative, he was welcoming, and he actually sponsored one category, to be specific. And according to him, when talk about edutainment category, we're looking at people who are singing, who are going to compose songs that match with, rather basically educate people in terms of governance and other kind of issues surrounding our country. We all know that we are headed to a political season, and of which, besides having a political season, we are also going to be having very many people coming on board. So it is actually this time that he thinks if we composed very good songs that are going to educate people in terms of governance and also maybe the politics of this country. So this one cuts across, and it might not be for Karamoja, but this is basically for Teso. So this one, it will be upon you to either go to the studio right now and start making or composing that song, and of course there's going to be a panel that's going to determine how good that song is. But of course, remember, this song has to be a song that has a lot of meaning in it, educating, and at the same time also entertaining. So we're supposed to be having the director of Park Uganda here in this press conference, but unfortunately he has just sent me his message. He's actually in for a talk show in one of the radio stations in town. But he says, if I'm actually to read his message, he said that I'm in the radio. You know my position as this event is concerned, and he said that you can share that Park is going to be a partner on this with a focus on promotion of good governance, democracy, and balanced development. So that is the message from the director of Park Uganda, that is Benson Ekwe. We all know him, and as time goes by, this is not going to be the last press conference we'll be having. We will be having another press conference that I know it will actually be part of this. In this category, if I can shed more light on it, the engagement that I had with him in his office, he said he is going to organize some kind of a reward that is going to come straight from his office as Park Uganda, and the winner to him, I don't want to break the news now. I want to come from him himself, and maybe with time we'll wait for that from him. And also want to say that thank you so much to our partners who have been with us for this initiative for a very long time. We all know that we do not have funding for this kind of initiative. We do not have that big kind of account in any bank that where we can go and get the money and put this kind of event. It is actually at times a sacrifice for some of us who pick our own small savings to make this happen. But I'm very sure if we worked as a team, we can take it to another level, and all the concerns that we think this initiative could actually solve will come to pass. However, we are still engaging other partners to come on board to support the initiative on that day, and as time goes by, we'll be able to communicate to you about that. Of course, despite the challenges of limited funding, it is also, of course, an unwavering commitment of all involved that has brought us where we are today. Of course, Teso Entertainment Awards 2024 will take place on November 2nd, 2024 at Hyde Park, like I said earlier on, and the event promises to be a grand celebration of talent, creativity, and the enduring spirit of Teso and Karamoja communities. We invite the press, all the bloggers, all the influencers to be a part of this to make it a success. We basically encourage all of you to actively participate in our journey, of course, leading to the awards. We share your thoughts, promote the event, and above all, help us shine a spotlight on the incredible kind of a talent that exists within our communities. Just to take you through on the category we are having this year overall, we are going to be having the best DJ from Teso. We have a song of the year for Teso, the best hip hop or rap song Teso, best male artist of the year, best female artist of the year, best comedian for Teso, best religious song, best traditional song, best entertainment song, best breakthrough artist, best R&B song, best dancehall song, best video director, best influencer for the region Teso, the best promoter, and a song of the year for Karamoja, Best Artist of the Year, Karamoja. And also we are going to be honoring people who have been in this game for a long time, and we call them the legends. Those ones who are not going to vote for them, we are going to sit as a committee that will vet the names that are going to come through, and we say, okay, whom are we going to recognize this time around? Last year but one, we had actually Emong Johnson Otinga as our legendary artist, and also before that we had Atude from Kumi, the composer of Emali. And also we are going to be having the best audio producer of the year. I also have the best reggae song of the year, and the best, best influencer. I've already mentioned about the influencer and so forth. And those are some of the categories that we are going to be having in this year's awards. And thank you for your support, the media most especially, the bloggers, and everyone who's part of this kind of a game. And thank you so much, and we look forward to engaging with you as we celebrate the best entertainment of Teso in November 2024. Thank you. This initiative. That means the resources that we have is personal. We put our personal savings that was supposed to be used for our families, but just because we have love for the entertainment in the region or in Teso, we don't want it to die just like that. We feel we should at least do something that recognizes the effort that the boys and girls of this region are basically doing. Now, on the issue of the monetary bit, like I said, we are still engaging some partners, and definitely when they come through, we'll be able to make that a communication. But for now, I don't want to make communication, then on that day, it fails to come through. Then I'll be called a bad one. I remember last year when we had this kind of event again, there's a minister actually who had promised to come through to support every winner with at least some token of cash. But unfortunately, I think he came to the venue by 6 o'clock p.m. and we're still actually organizing the place, and he left, and he talked of coming back, never came back. So those are some of the challenges we want to see how to avoid them. I don't want to promise that yes, every winner will be given 10 million on that day. I don't want to say that, but when opportunities come through and maybe our proposals go through from the partners we've so far contacted, we'll communicate. Thank you. To maintain the same way, because yes, we're in a digital era, but we know we have people still who are not yet comfortable with the digital era. They are still okay with the analog. That means, of course, the forms, we are going to put forms in different selected kind of media houses, supermarkets across the region. But besides that, we will also be having online forms whereby you can still nominate using the online platform, whereby we'll share with you the forms online, and you can share that form to our email address that we are going to provide as well. So for the procedure of nominations, we're going to use the forms, and we're going to use the online kind of platforms.
Maybe you give us the roadmap for nominations. When are they due?
Yes, nominations we are going to start straight away next week. Anytime next week, either a Tuesday or Wednesday, because we want to first align also the form to make at least quite a different from the previous one, to make some changes. Then we upload that and also spread the forms to media houses and supermarkets. And then, of course, we are going to be having a nomination to run for 1 month. 1 month. Then by October, we'll be doing the voting. But besides that also, as we are voting, we intend also to move across the 4 main markets in the region. We intend to visit Chormongin in Katakwi. We intend to go to Odelo. We intend to go to Chapa and to Arapai. And the main purpose as to why we are going there, we want to drum for people to come for the event in November. So it's going to be quite a series of events in that kind of a month of October, And besides that, also we also want to give our partners a platform to go and showcase their products to a wider kind of audience, other than only waiting for that D-Day of 2nd of November.